Mr. Fantastic has just been introduced into the Marvel Rivals battlefield as one of the first truly hybrid characters. This usually means that these type of characters are good or okay at a lot of different things and aren't necessarily fantastic at just one. And that's kind of the case with Mr. Fantastic. But with this video, you will find that in the right situations and with the right team composition, Reed Richards or Mr. Fantastic can be very beneficial to your team. So let's cover it. In my opinion, he has a very solid moveset. He's not really the most exciting character to play as compared to some of the others in the game, but we will do a quick rundown of them and do some tips and tricks for each platform that you might be playing on in order to get you to understand his moveset a little bit better. When it comes to movement with this character, he doesn't really have anything special. You can't sprint, his jump is simple, and there aren't any wall climbs or boosts to lift yourself up to higher places. Therefore, you should be mostly positioning yourself with the rest of your team. His basic attack is called Stretch Punch, which does exactly what it says. You stretch your arms to punch the opponent. This move has almost exactly 14 meters of range, maybe 15 on a good day, but Reed throws his arms across a battlefield to punch or backhand his opponent. Because the nice thing about this move is that you can drag your arms towards the enemy in case you missed the person that you were aiming for, or you can hit multiple people on the enemy team. And as you're making contact and dealing damage, you will notice that there's a meter that goes up. This meter is your passive ability, Elastic Strength. Elastic Strength causes you to bulk up and it gives you a massive increase to your health. It boosts your attack and it gives you a shield. So ideally you want to be in this state as much as possible as Mr. Fantastic. You can do this by chaining together a lot of moves for combos and getting KOs, which I will show you here in a second. But for now, we will move on to our next move, which is called Flexible Elongation. Elastic E, or what I like to call it, the Flex Dash, allows you to dash towards allies and grant them a shield. You can even use it to dash towards enemies to close the gap of someone that's trying to run away. Or you can even use it to lunge in a crowd just before you gain your passive ability, Elastic Strength. A couple of important things to note about the Flex Dash is that you get 2 dashes at a time before 2 5-second cooldowns. This move gives your Elastic meter a 30-point boost, no matter if you hit a teammate or if you dash into an opponent. And this move has about 14 meters of range. One move that you should be using as much as you can is the Distended Grip. This ability can move a single opponent into a spot where they don't want to be, and it can also group up some enemies to set them up for some team ultimates and other attacks. This move does decent damage and can also animation cancel your basic attack. This brings us to our first combo. Whenever you use your basic attack, you want to immediately use Descended Grip. Your opponents take damage for both moves. So basic, Descended, and then Flex Dash if you want to show you the combo again. Here is a clip of an in-game example showing you what you should be doing in-game. As you can see here, Reed is a pretty tanky character in the right situation, and he has a decent moveset for staying alive. Another thing that Reed can do is his Reflexive Rubber. This move puts him in a defensive state where he absorbs damage and can dish it back out to your opponent. This works on a number of different ultimates and even Punisher turrets, as you will see here, and you can also absorb damage as you're backing up towards your healers as your healers start to heal you. Speaking of ultimates, Mr. Fantastic's ult allows him to bounce in the air a minimum of 3 times and up to 6 as long as he continues to make contact with the opponent. This ultimate isn't the best and probably won't wipe a team, but if you use it in some crowded fights when the enemy team is already low, you can probably get a decent amount of KOs. And if you want to maximize the potential, use it in small rooms or more compact spaces where you will find it to be the most effective. Last but not least is his team up ability with Invisible Woman. This grants you a shield and a small health bonus over time. You want to use this a little bit ahead of when you're half, because if you use it too late, it's not a get out of jail free card or it won't bail you out of a fight. So make sure you're using it at a decent time in order to generate health and make it effective. So that's going to go ahead and conclude the video for me. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you taking the time to check out this tutorial. There will be more, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also give this video a thumbs up and a comment if you got any questions. Thanks for watching again, and I'll catch you in the next one.
I have noticed the similarities, particularly when ensnared in their tentacles.
Should you ever encounter one you cannot defeat, area.